How is it, fellow nufc fans? It's the bearded toon fan Dan, back again for another video. Post-match reaction. Obviously it's just finished, so just to beware if I do get a little bit angry in certain segments. It's right after the game, guys. Where do we start, eh? Right, first off, I just want to say well done to Luton Town. They came up, they brought 3,500 fans in the away end. Absolutely brilliant, especially for such a small club. They've been absolutely fantastic. They played very well today. Their midfield for me, especially I'd say first 60 minutes. You guys might disagree with me, but I think they outbossed Ross Barkley. Take a bow. Absolutely for me, a man of the match. I thought he was fantastic. I thought their captain Morris, another really good player. Adebayo up front, absolutely bullied our defenders at times. Now where's the issues, guys? Where's the issues? Here's the issues. Right, we go 1-0 up. Then it's 1-1. 2-1 up, 2-2. Right, at that stage, at half-time, at 2-2, when they could have gone in as well, 3-2 up, by the way. For me, Eddie Howe is not, he is a reactive manager. He's not a proactive manager. And what do I mean by that? It's 2-2. You can quite clearly see that Dan Burn is being rinsed by, I think his name's Odemeni and Lokonga. We're rinsing him time and time again. Miguel Almiron, he couldn't run forward. There's a lot of people that have been slating Miguel Almiron, and I agree. He should have run at his defender more in that first half, and he was playing off the left, which is supposed to be his favourite position. However, he had to drop so far deep first half to protect Dan Burn, who was getting rinsed time and time again. It's not Dan Burn's fault. He's got a heart the size of a frying pan. He puts his best foot forward every game. I have no shadow of a doubt that was him trying 110%, because he's a Geordie. He's a Newcastle fan. But come on now, Eddie. It's time to wake up now. It's time to wake up. I love that back four. Trippier on the right, Shah and Botman, and Burn, and then Pope in goal. But Pope's not there, so now it's Dubravka. However, now going forward, come on, what did Tino Livramento do wrong for the last 16 games when he was in when Dan Burn was out, and he was playing all over the pitch as well because of his versatility? What did he do wrong that he's not starting now at left back? God almighty. I'm so bloody frustrated, man. He gave away a dodgy penalty because he's rinsed. He's lucky he didn't get sent off, guys, to be fair, because that guy was through on goal for me. I think he could have got sent off. There are positives. There are positives. My God, when we went 4-2 down, honestly, I nearly wrecked the joint. How the flippin' hell can we go 4-2 down at home? To Luton Town, it was like rinse and repeat the Nottingham Forest game. They were carving them out. They were doing 1-2s. Bartley was doing 1-2s in the middle, round our three midfielders. And this is, I'm going to take it back to the transfer window as well. We didn't need a midfielder. A Joe Linton, a Tonali type, aggressive, front foot forward, always getting in there and getting any danger that would come through. Either one of those midfielders would pluck that out. Why didn't we go all out and get a fucking midfielder in? Excuse my language, but I'm getting cross now, man. Today was the day that we were supposed to push on. What was that result on Tuesday night? Away at Villa. I hadn't lost all season at home. That was fucking brilliant performance by the boys. 3-1. I've never ever... I was so happy with that performance, guys. But I thought, and it's weird, I was going to do a post-match reaction after it. Very happy. Very full of praise for Eddie Howe and the men. The coaching staff, the players, 1 to 13, because there was 2 subs that come on in the second half who were superb. Tino. And Miggy came on. He was superb when he came on early. It's worrying, though, as well, guys. That, you know, Anthony Gordon now's out injured, potentially. Went off at half-time limping. The only saving grace, though, as well. What a goal from Harvey Barnes, guys. That is what we've missed. Clinical. Absolutely clinical. When he's played in like that, it's like he's in the park. He just bends it. Left or right foot. Whoosh, straight in the corner. Beautiful finish. He nearly had one after it as well. Keeper made a hell of a save, and then they blocked one as well. Went wide. He could have had a hat-trick, Harvey Barnes. It's only on 20 minutes. That was the right change, but it was just too late. God alive. I was thinking at half-time, and I know Anthony Gordon's side because we didn't know he was injured, but at half-time I thought, right, take Burn off because he's struggling. Right, take Burn off, bring Tino in. Then bring Wilson on, take Miggy off. This was what I thought half-time. You guys might think something different. But I thought Wilson through the middle, Gordon on the left, Murphy on the right. That's what I was thinking. However, obviously it didn't turn out the way. Gordon was injured. So what he could have done is Tino on the left. I understand Barnes has been away for a long time injured, so that's fine. But make that decision and replacement with the left back. I love Dan Burn, like all of you Newcastle fans love him, but he is limited. And every time we play against a speedy winger or speedy forward or whatever, they play him. So it gives us that unnecessary pressure on the back too. Even Botman first half for me was, I don't know if it was down or Dan Burn or whatever, but even he was shaky. Absolutely shaky. Our best player at the back at the first half was Kieran Trippier and Shah. And what a finish as well. Well done, Trips. Assist and a goal today. Absolutely phenomenal. I thought you were brilliant. We shouldn't be doing this, guys. We conceded 3 at home to Man City. Fair enough. They're the best team in the world by none. They are. For me, they're fantastic. They beat Real Madrid in their day, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, anyone in the world, right? They did it. Last year in the Champions League, they stuffed Bayern Munich. I think it was 4-5-0 at home. And beat them 1-0 away. But for goodness sake, I don't mind conceding 3 against them. But Luton, 4 goals, guys. We score 4 at home to Luton and we don't win the game. It's horrendous, guys. I've got to take a deep breath. This one, for me, actually feels like a defeat. Don't get me wrong, there are positives. We're 4-2 down, which for me is horrendous with 20 minutes to go. We come back, great goal from Kieran Trippier with his left foot, and a fantastic, superb goal from Harvey Barnes. And well done, Harvey, and thank you for coming back, young sir, because we have missed you, and I'm glad you're back. You're just like a complete new signing, which you are anyway, but from the summer, but we haven't seen you enough. Fantastic. Take a bow, son. And if you got the winner today, my God, would I be on here talking a lot more about you. That was phenomenal. Even Wilson, guys, when he came on, he was phenomenal. He was domineering their 2 centre-halves. They didn't know how to live with him. He was everywhere. He was spinning in behind. He was running the channels. He had pace back. Callum Wilson was phenomenal when he came on. For me, I thought he was brilliant. Miley again was good. Tired towards the end, but you can't blame him. He's 17 years of... This is what I'm saying. The transfer window, why? It's there glaringly obvious you need a holding central midfielder. Or a full-out attacking midfielder and holding, like Joe Linton or Tonali, but gets their foot in. And does all that horrible dirty work that none of our players like doing. Bruno towards the end there, he needed to be subbed off. He was limping about. He didn't look fit all game for me, to be fair. I thought Bruno didn't look fit at all. Longstaff, fair play. We've always said Longstaff, his final product isn't good enough, blah, blah, blah. Today, 2 good goals. Well done. First goal, fantastic. Got in the middle of the 2 defenders, bang, bottom corner. And second goal, it was just instinct as well. Very good. He could have had a third, actually. He had another chance, I think, later on. Don't get me wrong, there are positives. We're 4-2 down and we fought back to a 4-4 draw. But let's have it right, guys. A draw at home to Luton Town. No disrespect to them because they're fighting like mad. And for me, they're going to stay up. I think they'll stay up. But they play like that. And they did against Brighton the other day. And like they did to us, they beat us at Kenilworth Road. They drew with Liverpool at home. They only just narrowly lost to Arsenal 4-3, which was another high-scoring game. Arsenal had to get a last-minute winner. Otherwise, they drew that 3 each. And they only lost 2-1 to bloody Man City. So they're no mugs. They are no mugs. I'm taking nothing away from them. But at home at St James's Park, our manor, we should be turning them over. We should be turning them over. And even when we brought it back to 4-4, there was 15 minutes left. Plus 10 added. So there was another 25 minutes left after we made it 4-4. And I know we had chances afterwards and it was Alamo Toon, but they could have won it at the end in the 98th minute. Dubravka held on to it well. I'm just worried. I am worried. And the reason why I'm worried is because I think Eddie Howe's been left short. I don't know if it's his fault. I reckon he would have gone in there and said, look, I need a midfielder, you know. And I don't know. We must be right on the cusp of our PSR and that FFP. That dreaded word, guys. Absolutely dreaded word, that is. I should be happy because we fought back from 4-2. Any other team, i.e. in the top 6, I'd probably say, yeah, take that all day long. But I'm just really upset, guys. Third bottom. And, you know, and this season as well, I don't know if you've noticed this as well, and you must have because you're all Toon fans. We are not getting good, positive results against teams in the lower end of the league. When we play the top-end teams, like Man City, for me, I know we lost 3-2, but for me, it wasn't a great result, but we played very well. And you can sort of take that. We beat Man United at home. We beat Arsenal at home. We beat Chelsea at home. Yeah? We only narrowly lost to Liverpool. That's a game we should have won. They were down to 10 men. We were well in control. Eddie Howe again with his subs. Took Tonali off. Game changed. Bruno made a couple of errors with his passing. 2-1. Nunez. Boom. Done. But all the top sides, we've taken them to the wire. Put them on the coals, on the stones. Any of the middle road teams or the lower echelon teams, i.e. the bottom 4, we've struggled at home. Absolutely struggled. We just need to turn this round, guys. You know, I want to take positives out of it. For me, Harvey Barnes is back from injury. Callum Wilson's back from injury. But then we lose Gordon. So it's like we never get a break. We're never cutting with injuries at the minute. I sound like a broken record and a whinger. And I hate that. I want to come on here and be positive like I was my very first video with the Sunderland result. Championship club, didn't care. Biggest rivals, fantastic. The Man City game, I come on here, I was quite positive because we put a lot of pride, a lot of power in there. We were defensively sound. To concede 3 goals at home to Nottingham Forest and lose that one as well, by the way, that was a shocking result. And then concede 4 at home today to Luton Town. If we lost that today, that would have been the lowest ebb, I think, under Eddie Howe for me. If that would have finished 4-2 or 4-3 and we wouldn't have got back into it and drawn, that would have been the worst result ever for me under Eddie Howe. That would have hurt me more than the Cambridge because that was right at the beginning. Any of those games, Sheffield Wednesday away, FA Cup. All right, forget that. We're to the next round of that. We're doing well. Blackburn away. We'll see you then. But in the Premier League is our bread and butter. And I want to, not just me, every other Newcastle fan should hope and want to finish in the European places. And we're throwing it away. When Aston Villa hadn't lost at fucking home all season and since February last year. We turned them over. We didn't just, it wasn't just a smash and grab. We turned them over. Could have been 4-5-1 with better shooting boots. And we looked tenacious in the middle. They had McGinn. They had, who else did they have in the middle? Douglas Luiz. And we bossed them. We were on their touch, in their faces. Miley, Bruno, Longstaff, Bosch. And today, Bartley schooled us. Absolutely. We were better second half. But first half, Bartley schooled us. I was listening to it on the radio because obviously I can't watch it. I don't end up having any streams or anything. So I was listening to it on the radio, and I've watched the highlights back now. And Bartley was basically always being spoke about. He was on the ball like all the time. He had the gift of St James's Park. Anyway, guys, if you like my channel, it's the Bearded Toon Fan. Please like and subscribe. But also, guys, comments. Please let me know how you feel with my videos. If there's anything better I can do. I'm in the process of getting some backing, maybe a bit of music as well to the intros and the outros and etc. But let's move on. We've got Nottingham Forest next week. We didn't lose today. That is a positive because, my God, if we'd have lost today, my goodness, this whole week would have been a disaster. Absolute disaster leading up to Nottingham Forest because then where are you? You're going to that Nottingham Forest game. They've now just got new signings, by the way, which we got none. And apparently they were on the brink of breaking every fucking financial rule going. So that's not going to be no easy game, that ain't. Nottingham Forest away, I am telling you guys. I know we were all saying 9 points before. Where are we now? We can get maximum 7. And we have to turn up at Nottingham Forest. And they'll play like Luton do. They'll attack. And for some reason, we're just so leaking. We're leaky at the minute. Attack us, we concede. That's what it felt like today. Honestly, I was on the radio, and every time Luton attacked, it was like they had 4-on-3s. They were through the midfield. No one was to be seen. It was really alarming, guys. I'm sorry. And I know I'm being very critical and despondent. But for me now, it's Tino Livramento left back. Must start left back. Burns a good squad player. He can come on, play centre-half when our centre-halves are injured. Play left back if Tino's out injured. But other than that, for me, Tino Livramento is our starting left back. Right back Trippier, yes, agree. Left back Tino. Centre-half's the same. And Dubravka till Pope's back. But I'm really worried about that midfield, guys, because today it was like Barkley had the ball. He turned on a half space and he was just 1-2 in it through the middle. It was too easy, guys. Really was. But fair play to Luton. Fair play to all the fans that travelled up there for Luton Town. I hope you stay up this season. I like seeing small clubs, you know, really pushing on. I think you'll run Everton close all the way to the end of the season. So good luck to you. But not just Everton. You've got the guys above you. You've got Palace. They got pumped again today. And also you've got Nottingham Forest. So hopefully, you know, for you, results go your way this weekend. And you remain out of the bottom 3, which you are currently with your point today. So well done. Newcastle, Eddie, come on, let's get this team sheet right. Bearded Toon Fan out.